However, in this video, we'll discuss Python comments. In Python, comments are used to add explanatory notes or documentation to your code. Pythons are ignored by the in these comments. Python comments are you ignored by Python interpreter or mentally slowly for human readers to understand code pattern and readability. Python supports two types of commands, mainly single line commands and multi-line commands. Here you can see the single line command like this also. The multi-line command like this. Now, what is single line command? The single line commands begin with a hash symbol, like, and continue to the end of the line. Anything after hash symbol on a line is treated as a commit. Here is the example. Here is hash symbol. Here is a line. This is called as a single line comment. Now, multi-line comment. Here, doc is also called as docstring. Multi-line comments are typically used for documentation or enclosed in triple quotes, either single or double. A Python. Here this is called triple quotes, this is called triple quotes. In this triple quotes, you can write a number of lines like 3, 4, 5, 6, 10, 100, 1,000, 10 crores, up to your limit. Unlimited lines you can write for documentation and user readabilities. And you can also write a multi-line commands in double quotes like this and triple single quotes like this. You can use both for multi-line commands. While multi-line commands can be used for documentation, it's important to note that they are actually treated as strings by Python. To create proper documentation, you should use docstrings for functions, classes, and modules, as they can be accessed and displayed by tools like snippets and IDEs. IDEs stand for Integrated Development Environment. Here's an example of function with a docstring. Docstring nothing but the string which is written in the triple quotes is called as a docstring. What I am highlighted is called as docstring. Here in this giving a function is a def function, also a key, and add is a parameter. A or B are the two arguments. Every function has a return statement. In this return statement, you are calling the arguments. Right now, to access the docstrings of a function, you can use help function or access the docs attribute of the function object. Here is two functions you can use to get the displaying of docstrings or accessing of docstring as a string. Here both are docstrings, right? Now in this accessing as a docstring as a string, which is act as a string in this code. Now these two functions, these two codes I will run in this VS Code. Now mainly using commands effectively in Python code make it more understandable and maintainable for both user and other developer who make work with other code, with our code. And I want to run both these codes in VS Code. In this VS Code, I want to change my color theme. I want to change from color theme from dark modern to light modern. Now this is I want to change the file. Now I want to create a file like name one dot Python commands. I want to run this codes in notebook. So I want to dot extension ipynb Python commands dot ipynb and enter. Now file is created. I want to paste the code which are in the ChatGPT in Mithramma IT. I want to copy these codes to Python commands. Now before coming this, I want to write one thing. Support me in Udemy. This is a line. All right. When I want to put hash before the line, it's called as a comment. Now you're adding commit to this. Okay. You can add some of support like this you can write. Okay, now what is called multi-line commands? Multi-line commands nothing but you can write a code on between the, you can write between this codes, you can write this between these codes. You can write comments like this. Okay, this is called as double triple quotes. What about double triple single quotes? This is called as a triple single quotes. I want to copy this and paste. This is called as, you can write so many number of lines. You can write this paste here, this one paste, you can paste. You can write, this is called as a multi-line command. This is called as a single line command. Okay, you can understand both these commands. Now I want to copy this code what I am in this RGBT. I copied and go to Python file, Python commands file. I want to this how to explain this command. This is the def function. It adds a parameter or the keywords. A and B are the arguments. After every function has a return value, and in this return value you can call back to the both the arguments. I run this. In this mainly what is its commands? The other commands are this. Like I want to copy this. What is function source print help of add. What it says add. What is says comment here, comment what is comment here, displays the docstring. When I am run this, it displays the docstring what is present in the from function to here, right? Everything will be from add, function is a keyword, and arguments are coming to from those complete section. When we can run this, another function is given here, copy that one, go to Python commands and go to code and paste it and take a run. In this what I have had, add dot underscore underscore doc underscore underscore. What is this use? Access the doc string as a string. It access what you return in the comments. You see, this one only return the comments. Sorry, this one you only return the comments, right? So that is only you can get out from doc underscore underscore doc. Okay, dot underscore underscore doc underscore underscore. This is the command you use for accessing the doc string as a string. This is for this video. Thank you. However, in this video, we will discuss advantages of Python commands. Python has several advantages that make it popular programming language for a wide range of applications. Here are some of the key advantages. The readability and easy of learning. Here, Python is simple and straightforward syntax empathizes readabilities, which reduce the cost of program maintenance and development. Its indentation-based block structure enforces clean and consistent code formatting, making it is an excellent choice for beginners and experienced programmers alike. And versatility. Python has a versatile language that can be used for web development, data analysis, machine learning, artificial intelligence, scientific computing, automation, scripting, and more. It has a vast standard library and a rich ecosystem of third-party packages, making it suitable for a wide variety of tasks. Large and activity community. Python has a large and activity community of developers. And coming to fourth, cross-platform compatibility. Python is available on multiple platforms, including Windows, Mac, and various Unix-based systems like Linux and different operating systems. You can use cross-platform compatibility for Python. Here, the open source and high-level language and rich standard library and integration and capabilities and excellent support for data science and machine learning and present standing artificial intelligence. Also, the mostly its libraries like NumPy, Pandas, Matplotlib, and TensorFlow and Skyskyland. All these modules are very much familiar with Python in Visual Studio Code also. A strong community for web development and scalability like low-level languages of C and C++ and is still highly scalable. The great prototyping, it has the high prototype capabilities, having consensus of syntax to make it excellent choice for prompting, security also, and community-driven development, and Python enhancement proposal for this community, and compatible with the legacy code. From Python 2, Python 3 have been maintained in parallel many years ago. While these are the main advantages of using the Python and Python commands, mainly for commenting and documentation or readability purpose, and use. Choice of programming language should be based on specific requirements of your project or team expertise. This is a video of this Python commands advantages. Thank you. However, in this video, we'll discuss some of the interview questions on Python commands. Here is some of the interview questions regarding Python commands. First question, what is the purpose of commits in Python? How they are different from code documentation? Your comments in Python used for adding explanatory notes or notations within the code. They are ignored by the Python interpreter and service, and purpose of making the code more understandable for humans. Comments are not meant for generating documentation. Code documentation, on the other hand, is used for generating formal documentation for modules, classes, and functions and methods. It is typically written using docstrings. Multi-line commands can be accessed by tools like snippets to generate user-friendly documentation. Second question, how can you write a single line command in Python? A single line command in Python can be written using hash symbol. Anything following has a hash symbol on the same line is treated as a commit and is ignored by Python interpreter. For example, here is the single line command hash. After the hash symbol, you can every line is that but single line command. Whatever you can write after hash is called as a single line commit. Now, third question, what is docstring in Python? How it is different from regular commands? A docstring in Python is a string literal that is used to provide documentation for modules, classes, functions, or methods. It is typically enclosed in triple quotes, either single or double, and is placed immediately after the definition of the module, class, or function. Docstrings are used to generate formal documentation and can be accessed during help function or as dot underscore underscore doc underscore underscore attribute of the object. Now, key difference between docstring and regular command is the docstrings are meant for documentation and can be extracted by the documentation generation tools, whereas regular commands are for code readability and are not include the informal documentation. Okay. Now, can you write a multi-line command in Python? If you so, how? In Python, multi-line commands are typically written using triple quote strings, either single or double quotes. These strings are often used as docstrings to provide detailed documentation. For example, here is a triple double quotes. In this, you can write documentation like multi-line command. And I can write in between this, you can call as a multi-line command. You already just go through the previous video, before video you can learn. You can also use simple single quotes instead of this, instead of double triple quotes. You can also use this quotes. Okay, this triple single quotes for multi-line command in the same way. Now, fifth question: how can you access the docstring of your string in Python? You can access docstring of a function in Python using help function or by accessing a dot underscore underscore doc underscore underscore attribute of the function object. Here is an example. We already ran this question in this previous video, before video. It is sixth question. It is possible to write comments within the docstring? Yes, it is possible to write comments within the docstring. However, this comment is a part of the docstring and will be included in the documentation generated by tools like snippets. It is a good practice to use docstrings slowly for documentation and avoid adding unrelated comments within it. Now, seventh question: how can you comment improve the maintainability of Python code? How can comments improve the maintainability of Python code? Comments or significantly improve the maintainability of Python code by providing explanations, clarifications, context to the code. They make it easier for developers, including yourself, to understand the purpose and functionality of different parts of code. Well committed code is less error prone and facilitates easier debugging and code modifications in the future. Additionally, commits can serve as documentation for other developers who may work on the code base, reducing the learning curve and improving the collaboration. This is the video of this interview questions on Python comments. Thank you.